In this tutorial video, I will explain some topics from chapter Coordinate Geometry. So watch the complete video. Let us see the very first topic of this chapter, Coordinate Geometry. It is a branch of mathematics in which geometric problems are solved through algebra by using the coordinate system is known as coordinate geometry. It means that coordinate geometry is the branch of mathematics in which we solve the geometric problems by using the algebra. Now, the next topic of this chapter is coordinate axis. The position of a point in a plane is determined with reference to two fixed mutually perpendicular lines called the coordinate axis. It means that suppose we are having one horizontal line and second one is vertical line. This horizontal lines represent the x-axis while this vertical line is representing the y-axis. The position of any point, suppose we are having a point here, the position of any point is represented by these two axes, which is termed as coordinate axis. Now the next topic is convention of signs. The distances measured along OX and OY are taken as positive and those along OX dash and OY dash are taken as negative. Suppose we are having the horizontal line and this is the vertical line. As I said, this is the x-axis. Now this will represent x dash, this is y, and this will represent y dash. The intersection of these two axes is termed as origin, which is represented by O. So here, according to the convention of signs, the distance measured along OX means the distance O to X will always taken as positive, as well as OY is also taken as positive, while on the other hand OX dash and OY dash is always taken as negative. This is termed as convention of signs. Now our next topic is distance formula. So right now we will learn how to derive the distance formula. To derive the distance formula, first of all we have to draw the horizontal line. This horizontal line is representing the x-axis, and then we will draw the vertical line. This vertical line is representing the y-axis. After that we have to name all the 4 points x, x dash, y and y dash. The intersection of x and y axis is termed as origin. So this is the origin, which is represented by point O. Now let us consider a point A whose coordinate is x1, y1, and the second point is B whose coordinate is x2 and y2. And suppose we want to find the distance between A and B. So this is the distance of A and B. So let us see how to derive the formula to find the distance AB. To derive the formula, first of all we have to draw the perpendicular from point B to the x-axis, and then we will draw the perpendicular from point A to the x-axis, and then we have to name the point M and L. After that we have to draw a straight line parallel to x-axis, that is AN. This AN is parallel to x-axis. Now here we are having ABN. This is the right angle triangle. So from the figure we can say that OL, from point O to L, the distance is x1. So here we can write OL equals to x1. OM means from point O origin to M. The distance from origin to point M is x2. This is the distance OM. Similarly, AL, A to L, this distance is given y1, while BM, B to M, this distance is given y2. So all these things we have to write here. OL equals to x1, OM equals to x2, AL equals to y1 and BM equals to y2. After that, we can write here AN is equals to LM and both are equals to OM minus OL, and that can be written as x2 minus x1. Once again I am repeating here AN. AN means this line A to N. This AN is equals to LM. Both are equal. LM can be written as OM minus OL. If we will subtract OL from OM, then we can get LM. Since the value of OM is x2, so we can place here x2, and the value of OL is x1, so we can place here x1. After that, we have to find out Bn. This Bn is equals to Bm minus Nm. So same thing we have written here. After that, we can write Bm will be as it is minus on the place of Nm. This Nm line segment is equals to AL. So here we can write Nm, on the place of Nm we can write AL. Now the value of Bm is y2 while the value of AL is y1, so we can place here. After that, we have to consider right angle triangle ABN. This is the right angle triangle. Here we have to find the measurement of AB. According to the Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equals to AN square plus BN square. So we can write the same line here. So AB square will be as it is AN. On the place of AN, we can place x2 minus x1. Bn, on the place of Bn we can write y2 minus y1. So same thing we can write here, AB square will be as it is. On the place of An we can write x2 minus x1. A square is there, we can put the square. Then Bn, the value of Bn is y2 minus y1, so we can place here y2 minus y1. A square is there, so we can put the square. Now after putting the square right hand side, then finally we will have AB equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So this is the final formula to find the distance AB, which is also termed as distance formula. Now the next topic is distance of the point PXY from the origin O 0, 0. Suppose we are having two axes, x axis and the y axis. This point is termed as origin and the coordinate of this point is 0 and 0. So here we can put 0 and 0. Suppose we are having a point P. We are having a point P whose coordinate is x and y. And suppose we are going to find the distance of this point from the origin. To find the distance OP, we can use the formula OP equals to x square plus y square under root. Directly we can use this formula to find the distance of a point from the origin. Now the next topic is section formula. If PXY divides the join of A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 in the ratio m is to n, then how to find the coordinate x and y? Now suppose there is a line AB. The coordinate of A is given x1 y1, so here we can write x1 y1, and the coordinate of point B is also given x2 y2, so here we can write x2 and y2. Now suppose there is a point P which divides the joint A and B in the ratio of m is to n. Suppose I am taking the point P here. This P is dividing the joint of AB in the ratio of m is to n. Suppose A to P is m while P to B is n. So let us see how to find the coordinate of this point P. To find the value of x and y, we can use the formula mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, and to find the coordinate y, we have to use the formula my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So this formula we can use to find the coordinate of the point P. Similarly, if suppose the midpoint of the joint A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 is given by, let us see, suppose we are having a line AB. The coordinate of A is given x1 y1, while the coordinate of B is also given x2 and y2. And suppose we want to find the coordinate of the midpoint of AB. Suppose the midpoint of AB is this one C, whose coordinate is x and y. If C is the midpoint of AB, then what is the coordinate of x and y? What is the value of x and y? So let us see. We can use the formula x equals to x1 plus x2 upon 2, while y equals to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This formula we can use to find the coordinate of the midpoint joining A and B. Now the next topic is centroid of a triangle. The point of intersection of the medians of a triangle is called centroid. Now let us consider a triangle ABC whose coordinates are also given. The coordinate of A is given x1 y1, while the coordinate of B is given x2 y2, and the coordinate of C is given x3 and y3. Now let us consider the very first median AD, second median BE, and the third median CF. AD, BE and CF are the medians of triangle ABC. The point of intersection of all these three medians is represented by G. So here G is the centroid of a triangle. As given in the definition, the point of intersection of the medians of a triangle is called centroid. So G is the centroid of triangle ABC. To find the coordinate of this centroid, we can use the formula x equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3, while y equals to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Here x and y both are the coordinate of centroid. Suppose the coordinate of this centroid G is x and y. So here we can use the formula x equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, while y equals to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Now the next topic is area of a triangle. Let us consider a triangle ABC in which the coordinate of point A is given x1 y1, coordinate of point B is given x2 y2, while the coordinate of point C is given x3 y3. To find the area of this triangle, we can use the formula area of triangle equals to 1 upon 2 into x1 under bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 under bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 multiplied by y1 minus y2. Whole value we have to put inside the mod. This mod is representing the positive area. Whenever we are putting any value inside the mod, let us see here, suppose we are having minus 5 inside the mod, then the result will be equals to plus 5. If suppose we are having only plus 5 inside the mod, then also we will have the plus 5. In both the cases we will have positive value. That's why we have to put the mod. Sometime while calculation we may have the negative area of a triangle. In that case we have to use the mod. Since all the values are put inside the mod, that's why the area of a triangle will be positive. So we must use the sign of mod while calculating the area of a triangle. Now the next topic is collinear points. 3 points A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and C x3 y3 are said to be collinear when x under bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2 is equals to 0. So let us see the concept of collinear points. Suppose we are having the very first point A, second point B and the third point C. If suppose a straight line is passing from all these 3 points, then these 3 points are said to be collinear points. So if these three are the collinear points, then we may have x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2 is equals to 0. This formula will exist only if the point A, B and C are collinear points. Thank you for watching this video.